Hello, hello, hello. Okay, that's crazy. I've been on mute the whole time, haven't I? So starting all over from the top, taking it from the top. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again. Live on Twitch. It's Wednesday night. This is Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch. And I hope you're having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. This is Bose 831 Gaming with a continuation of my Twitch live stream series. We're in Farming Simulator 22. We're on the SILVERRUN Forest map, which is the base map that comes with the Farming Simulator 22 Platinum expansion. And welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, I want to thank you for your support. Thanks for watching. We're happy to have you aboard. And my sincere apologies. We've been going for a few minutes here, and I didn't even realize that we were on mute. And I'm just chirping away and doing all these different things. And I'm sure you're watching and wondering what the what. But that's what it was. So just bringing it all back home here. Now I think we got it covered, but we're going through the rotation, picking up from where we left off the last episode. We're getting prepped to sell all the product at our old sawmill. I'm trying to wait until we're fully maxed out with all of the products there, and I'm waiting on the last product to max out, and that's the prefab wall. Once we have that, then we'll be ready to sell. So right now we're just going through the normal rotation with the animals, making sure that all the animals are fed and taken care of. And then we'll take a peek at our production chains, see what needs to be taken care of there, and then we'll move on to shipyard, check on it, see what's going on with the ship, and go from there. Alright, but first let's take care of the chickens. Alright, first let's get all the chickens fed. That's one. Hold on. Alright, trying to get back tuned in. I think we're on number 2. And for each chicken pen, we're just making sure we get the feed into each unit. And you know, this is the same day-to-day operation that we do with all of the animals. And once we run out of wheat, we'll resupply and take it from the top. Alright, so our leftover wheat, we'll go ahead and drop that off at the grain silo. And again, my sincere apologies for starting this whole thing off on mute tonight. And I was just chirping away and did not realize, because I did a video check, but I was not paying attention to what the sound was doing. Alright, so next up, pigs. So we're gonna get some pig food. We still have any in stock, I don't know. But last, okay, we didn't run out yet, so let's go ahead and load up on pig food. We'll drop that off and get the pigs fed. And we're going through. Drop that off. Boom, boom, boom. And we got a humongous heap of manure going on over here too, so we got something else we can look at doing. Oh, let me get that. I didn't know these were dynamic, but let's get that cart out the way. That dolly. Put that right there. Alright, got a little bit of manure here, so we can go ahead and also as a task today, go ahead and grab that manure and take it over to the biogas plant so that it can be processed into methane and electricity. And what's the other product? My brain's, is drawing a blank right now. Electric charge, methane, and digestate. That was the other one. How could I forget digestate? Because digestate is a byproduct that could actually be used to create feed for the animals as well, especially for the cows. It could be part of the TMR mix or total mix ration for those not so informed. Alright, so next up we want to get the wheat. So we'll go ahead and grab some wheat because we got plenty of wheat. Where we at? But I have the bales for when I need to go to those. But let's first of all empty all the wheat out of the silo, and then we'll start. Then we'll go to the bales. Okay, why did the trigger not pop here? The trigger did not pop. So does it not lead to wheat? Alright, going back to the animals, to the pigs. Oh, having a brain malfunction there, guys. I mean straw. I said wheat and I picked up wheat. Alright, back in there. We need to get straw, of which we have plenty here. And we're going to hit, and both the cows and the pigs use straw. Chickens do not. Chickens just need wheat. So we'll go ahead and fill up here. And I still haven't done any, I talked about doing some troubleshooting with this cow barn and why it's odd behavior, which I think has something to do with the some form of collision happened between the storage of this particular silo and the storage silos of the cow barns, and that's why this building here is showing as that it has a capacity of 1 million liters of straw, because if you notice the second one has the correct capacity for straw in it, and this should be 20,000 liters of straw, while this one's showing you know, in excess, you know, of a million. So I'm gonna have to still mess around with that there, and that's something that we need to do off camera to see if I can figure out that what to do there. More than likely, what I think I'm gonna have to do, probably the safest way, I think, is I'm gonna have to move this silo a little further out this direction, and then maybe it won't impact this building. We may do that on camera, but that's going to involve a little cheaty activity for me to do so. But we'll look at that here in just a bit. Because the worst way to do it would be if I have to go in here and mess around with actually having to move the building. Because if I have to move the building, I'm going to have to get rid of everything that's in the building before I can move the building, i.e. meaning I have to sell all the resources contained in the building, including the animals and the feed and resources that are already in the building before I can even move it, attempt to move it. Which really not be that fun, but if I have to do that, then so be it. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop off a straw here to the second location. Alright. And then we're going to go to the second cow barn here and drop off straw here. The one that actually works normally. Just got to get to the right spot where the trigger picks it up and then dump, and we're good to go. And I'm not even going to try to put straw in this building right now. And how much TMR do we have in here right now? Because while I got it on the brain, there might be something I just want to go ahead and do. Yeah, because we got 377 liters of straw in the silo, and that's crazy. There's no trailer I got that has that much capacity, so that's going to be one of my issues right off the bat. But we'll look at that. So we got 17,000 liters of manure, 3,874 liters of pig food, what else? 1,012 liters of wheat, and that's pretty much it. And same, 33,500 liters of TMR. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead, I think, and take a look at this right now. So before I put any more feed in here. Well, actually I can't put feed in there, I just won't put any straw in there yet. So we'll do this number right here. Let's go ahead and get this one taken care of first. Alright, so TMR. Okay, and TMR again. Because let me see if I can explain it better what I think is happening here. And so in layman's terms, so I think you all will get it. Basically, each of these buildings has, for lack of a better term, let's just call them like the equivalent of underground storage containers or tanks for each of the resources that are used to supply the building. And same thing for this grain silo. And what I think is happening is that the game is seeing that the tanks are, or at least the tank for straw between this building and this building appear to be having some type of collision, so that this building is seeing the storage capacity for this silo instead of the storage for both of these buildings functioning separately. I don't know why only straw is affected and not TMR, but let me make sure, because that may be also yeah, let's see, food 33,700. Yeah, I don't know why only straw is being impacted and not some of the other resources in the same building. That part of it's weird, but with this game, sometimes you never know. All right, so let's go over to the shop menu, and let me see if I can do my magic here. We got to think outside the box here on a solution for this. So first of all, I'm going to need a container with an Unreal capacity, obviously. Alright, so it's definitely going to have to be a modded container with an Unreal capacity. And I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember. There we go. These guys, I think, have the most craziest Unreal capacities in the game. So if we do the extension on that one, and then and that gives me 200 meters squared. All right, that cost me $918 to lease. All right, so here's what I'm going to try. Where's my other tractor at? We're gonna first try to unload everything in this silo, and then we're gonna delete the silo and see if the barn's storage capacity updates. I may need to save the game and come in and out of the game before I get all this started. In fact, that's probably the best move to do. In fact, I probably should have saved before I even started this process by leasing this particular trailer, but that's okay. Because I may need to load, save, unload the game, and then restart the game for the changes to take effect anyway. So I think, since I forgot already to save initially before we even got started, what I'm going to do is save right before we restart the game. So let's go ahead and do this now. But I have an idea or strategy that I'm going to employ here that I think might work, but we'll see. And literally, I'm just doing all this for the straw. All the other resources in this silo are at real normal, more manageable capacities. But if I remember right, what I can also do to kind of mitigate what I'm doing here is the biogas plant. No, it does not take straw, does it? Snap. Oh yeah, it does. It does. Okay, yeah. So, all right. So my strategy just got modified in real time as we're doing this here. We're gonna dump as much of this straw in the BGA as we can, so we only have to lease this one trailer. And hopefully that will help. That will assist. I don't know what the max capacity is in the BGA for straw, but we're about to find out. And hopefully it's enough to mitigate what we have going on here and not have to lease another trailer just for straw. Alright, so that's one load of straw. Then what we want to do here, let's go over to, sorry, we just separated the tractor from the trailer combination. So let's hop over to our second tractor. Excuse me. And try, let's see how much straw we have left in here. And if we don't have enough capacity for straw, we'll move on to the next resource. That's still 177, so that's still almost 200,000 in straw. So let's grab another different resource here. Manure 17,000. I don't remember what we have the max capacity for this trailer is. I should have looked. Okay, so that's good. We're safe there. All right. So we're gonna have to lease a couple of more trailers. But first of all, let's see what our situation is with the BGA. And then that'll let us know, excuse me, what steps we need to take next. So we're going to haul this load over to the BGA. And we're going to max out the straw storage for the BGA. Whatever that number may be, we're about to find out. And then that will govern what we need to do next as far as what capacity trailers we need to grab in order to complete the first part of this process. So we're heading over to the BGA. Alright, and we're here, and we just want to drop off a straw. And let's see how much it will take. And let's go to this screen here, 48, 900, 63, 970. Oh, that's pretty good. So what is it about? It's close to 100,000. Let's see. $75,000. That's actually pretty good. So the max is 75,000 on straw. That's actually pretty good. So now I can come back and fill up this trailer back to its max capacity and then see what our number is from there. And then that's our number that we're going to have to work with as far as our second straw trailer. We're still going to have to use 2 trailers for straw right now, or at least as far as this process that we're doing is concerned. And then we're going to have to lease a couple more trailers and make sure we got everything out of the silo. So that's right. Go ahead and grab the remaining straw in here, or at least as much of it as this trailer will hold. All right. And then let's see what that leaves us with. Now, let's go over to one of these other trailers. Actually, I could have probably just moved the same trailer back up under there. Well, let's see if I can kind of get it to trick me and show me what's left as far as straw is concerned. Oh, I forgot I have this trailer weight capacity thing set. It's not going to cycle through. It's not, we're also going to have the issue of the max trailer capacities based on weight versus the actual volume. So that's going to be an issue as well. So I'm just going to have to lease another trailer here, and we're going to have to do this a little bit blind, but let me see. Well, we know the next load is not going to be greater than, at least one of them is not going to be greater than 1,000. So we'll start with the select. Well, we'll just do the welder standard, and that's 8,000 liters. Cover. Oh no. All right, then lease that, and let's go grab that from the shop. Because I can't see what the numbers are unless I have another empty trailer apparently. And being that I was still able to pull out more TMR, I don't think we pulled all the TMR, so I'm probably going to have to grab 2 trailers for the TMRs as well, since I have the trailers set to max out on weight versus volume. So Just gonna grab the welder trailer. And this is gonna be a bit of a process, but it's just one of those farming simulator things. This is something that could actually potentially happen in real life as well, and this is the way you would kind of do it in real life, so it works out. Because if you were just playing this on a realism play, you could say that one of your underground storage tanks burst and is leaking into one of the other ones, so you just need to rip everything up and move your buildings around and have your storage tanks dug up and replaced with fresh new storage tanks underground. So it would be kind of the same thing. And as I was scrolling through there and talking, I totally forgot one of the things I wanted to check. So guess what? We're running that back one more time with another empty trailer. But just to be safe, I want to get one that's maybe 10,000 or so this time. Alright, so let's do a 12,000 liter skip trailer. Lease that. And I'm going to be racking up the leasing fees right now, unfortunately. That's going to be part of the deal. I'm going to lose money also on moving the silo around. So this is just a losing situation all the way around. It's going to set me back on some of the other stuff that I wanted to do on this map right now. But it is what it is. I could cheat money back in probably to rectify what's going on here, but I won't. Alright, so we got but I do want to see if we can get this whole idea I got to work. And again, I should have saved before we started all of this, so if it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna have to take the losses and move on to another idea. Alright, and the next idea is gonna be having to delete the building and replace the building, unfortunately, if this doesn't work, what we're doing now. Okay, why is it? I got the wrong type of trailer. Oh, well, I can pull the rest of the total mix ration out of there, can I? Well, there's that. But I did almost mess that up by getting the wrong type of trailer. Still didn't show me how much straw is in there, and I need a bulk trailer to pull out the straw. And that one also didn't show me what pig food. I think the pig food was under 20,000, but I don't know if it was. I think it was over 10, between 10 and 20,000. So I'm gonna need at least a 20,000 liter capacity trailer, I think, for the next load. So let's go here again and go back to the trailers, and we keep moving up. Alright, yeah, so we'll use this class one next and make sure it loads everything here. It says it does. Extension standard with extension lease. Because I don't know why the other one, just a second ago, it was acting like it couldn't see. Testing 1, 2. All right, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing, testing, 1, 2. All right, been sketchy on the audio here and there. All right, my batteries died. Had to replace the controller batteries, but hopefully we should be working proper now. All right, so we're headed back over to the silo. To unload the next resource. And this time we should be able to see what other resources are left in the silo that we still haven't unloaded yet. Okay, is this thing on? Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if I'm getting my audio or not because I can't hear. I'm watching it live, but I don't see. I'm not getting any audio from the loop back, so I can't see. And that's throwing me completely off because normally I can hear my voice in the loop back. Alright. So let me go to the mobile app and see what's happening here. So just bear with me, guys. I don't know what's going on tonight. It's really weird here. That's saying mute too. So is my stream muted because I'm not? Okay. Alright. Got it from my mobile. Okay, looks like the audio is coming through. Alright, where were we? Now we moved to Total Mix Ration. Alright, got everything out of here. What's left? Under 2,000 liters of straw. We got 125 liters of manure. It's coming through from somewhere, which I didn't even know was in there. I didn't even see that, so that's crazy. Sure, that's it. We're gonna have to need another TARDIS for so the next trailer we need to lease is another TARDIS for, or at least one that with 100 greater than 125,000 liter capacity. All right, this one does unrealistic, does all the way up to 182. It'll work, lease, and it's much cheaper. So let's go grab that. Like I say, I'm going to get destroyed on the leasing fees, but it is what it is. Okay, why don't you just turn in front of me like I'm not there? So annoying when they do that. I didn't even pay attention to the adapter. I got the gooseneck adapter. So, leased items, trailers. That was mighty brilliant of me. Alright, let's try that again. And it literally says has gooseneck in the name, and I just totally missed it. Alright. In my haste to try to get this thing knocked out. Alright, much better. And hopefully this will be the last one. If not, whatever's in there from this point, we just take a loss on whatever's still in there. Because I think the cows may also produce manure from this mod if you place the bunkers inside the barns. I'll do some testing on that as well. I thought they only just did slurry, but they might do manure as well. We'll check that out. I'll test that out off camera. Okay, now the wheat's back. What the what? Alright, I just missed it before. Straw, 102,000. We still got 1,000 liters of wheat to get out of here, but I might just, at this point, just be like, forget it, and we'll just take that and factor it into the purchase of wheat on the next supply run. Alright. One more trailer down. And we're almost there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this one, let's go ahead and do it. Wait, this other thing I have to wait to, so the game won't trippy about objects colliding or whatnot. So let's go ahead and grab this and get out the way. And then we're going to go ahead and do a quick save. Believe it or not, as is. Because if this all goes to heck, at least we have a decent point from whence to start. And let's go ahead and go into our build mode. And we could delete this multi-fruit buying station because it really should have been gone a long time ago. That was also placed there when we were doing some testing. And I'm gonna sell the silo small. And let me move you out of the way. Alright, right there. So let's go take a look here and see if anything changed. It did. Yep. And there you see it right there. Max capacity is now reflecting the correct numbers. Stars 21, 236 max. So now we got to figure out where we can place that silo where it won't hit or interact with the silos in the barns. So we're going to go to silos. Yeah, I might even just do it a whole different way here and just play, because we're doing the whole multi-fruit silo thing, which is not ultra realistic, and maybe that's my sign to go ahead and play in a realistic way with the silos and augers and all of that good stuff. Because I haven't really messed around with playing that way, and I'm so used to playing the other way, and I need to test it to even see if I can get a good feel for playing that way. But it's definitely the most realistic way to play. But for right now, we'll just go back to the multi-fruit like we were doing. But just for future reference, maybe we will come back to that. Now where was I? Silo. And we're looking for the silo that I was previously using. Was it this one? I don't think, was that the one? Is this, yeah, I think so, because it's set at 1,000,000 liters, which I don't even need that much capacity. But I just wanted to have the liquid and all that in the same one-stop shop, if you will. Didn't want that one because that one has a little frame and it limits what trailers you can drive up under there, and that can be problematic sometimes. So, well, Yeah, I think that was that one. Lizard silos with liquid storage. Make sure that was the same one. Yeah, I think that. Because the other way I could do it that would make these realistic is just to have, and maybe that's even a more logical and cheaper way to do it actually. One silo for bulk. Um, but then again, it's what's the difference between that and having one multi-fruit? Um, well, then I won't be able to put the stuff I already got out here. Never mind, I'm thinking. Forgetting what I already have out here. So we gotta use this one because what we already have in play right now. All right, so let's bring this a little further out, and hopefully we'll place it. But I've saved before we do this, so if it does not work, what I can do is jump back out and then pull my previous save. So now we want to go back and see if the cow barn was affected. It doesn't look like it was this time. Okay. So now I can go back and unload everything that we pulled out and then return police trailers, and we should be back to where we need to be. Alright. Let's go see, because in the world of Farming Simulator, there's always something wonky that tends to happen. Alright, so, and we'll just, for the sake of brevity, just do them one by one so we can kind of follow along. Again, just walking the whole process backwards. So return that trailer. And then go grab the next. But so far so good. I think we got it figured out now. And since we did have some manure pop in here, I am gonna, again, like I say, do some testing here short after. But for that I will make sure I do that outside of tonight's live to see if we put a manure bunker near the cows, will they produce manure as well as slurry. So let's go. Leased items. Alright, return the Kloss one. And I also have to remember to not accidentally return one of the leased trailers, the leased trailers that I want to keep. That I always keep around. This is the pig food. And eventually we do want to buy all of the equipment that we're using. But we're just leasing for right now until we have enough money to expand our operations accordingly. Alright, so that's one more down, and we go ahead and return that one. So I'm going to go back to the leased items, and we're looking for the white Wilger DK115. Return that. One more down. Now let's, just for the sake of fun and amusement, switch tractors. This back in the Dudes Far 6185 TTV. Really like this trailer. Looks sweet. This tractor. Alright. Next up, we do the Lizard Logistics 20-foot gooseneck. But all these mods that I'm using can be found on the in-game mod hub. My apologies for not knowing or recognizing the mod maker for some of these mods. I know this one right here is another 82 Studios product. But no knock against any of the other hundreds or thousands of Farming Simulator 22 modders out there, but 82 Studios is one of my favorites, if not my #1 favorite. So I'm always gonna go to his mods when I'm looking for stuff in the game. But there are tons of other great modders out there and modding studios. Another one we're going to touch on here in just a little bit, because I kind of got away from here in recent episodes doing my new and notable mods of the week bit. But another modders, while we're on this subject of modders slash this particular modder is also a mapper, and more so a mapper than a modder, and that's Oxygen David is another mapper that makes some incredible maps. And his Court Farms map released this week. It's an incredible map. If you don't believe me, check it out and see for yourself. And Oxygen David makes some of the best maps in the business. But you're going to need to clear up some space if you got a lot of mods and you don't have that much mod space cleared up on your install, because it's the size of the map is over 800 megabytes, so it's almost a gig in size. So you're going to have to clear up some space if you're running tight on your mod space. So you might need to delete some of the maps you're not playing right now, because mods take up more of your mod space than just about anything. Alright, so we got the TARDIS, and we're done there. We can go ahead and return that one. And now everything we have left is the stuff we want to keep, but we still just need to empty the contents of each of our remaining trailers back into the silo. Allegedly. Alright. Yeah. Or is the manure already built into here? This is, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, manure is already here. We don't have to put the bunker or the silo thing. It was feed. Oh no, wait a minute. Well, that's solid manure though. This is liquid manure slurry. But my question is whether the cows can produce both liquid and solid at the same time, or it has to be uh, either or. On that, I'm still not sure on, and that's what I got to test. Because we got the slurry point right here, but I also had a ton of manure being produced, because the other storages that were intersecting was the manure storage as well, because the silo was picking up the manure from over here as well, I believe. That's what is this one. All right. So the other thing here is this is only supposed to hold 9 straw bales up here, right? So when you go to storage, it says 9 and 9. All right, and the pigs one holds how many? All right. No, the pigs does not have the same functionality as a cow barn. That's right. But I wonder if I put a solid um, manure pit down this part of this set, will it be recognized and um, filled with manure the same way the pigs are doing? Because the pigs produce both solid and liquid manure. So I wonder if the cows will do the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and just do some stuff here and see what it does. Where we at? Let's go to, I think there's on the silos, or is it silo extensions? Oh yeah, we're looking for the manure heap, but the one that comes with the set, because I don't know if any other manure heaps will function with this one the same way. So we want the one that's part of the USA White Farm building pack here. It's $5 grand. Let's see. Okay, we gotta rotate it to get it placed properly. It doesn't want to. This wants to sit at a weird angle here. I don't know why. Alright, so toggle snapping off. Let's do that. Let's see if that changes. It's still doing this weird snapping thing. And it wants to sit at this weird angle. Alright, don't like that. Not liking that behavior at all. And alright, and even when you rotate it to the side, it's still kind of weird, sitting at a weird angle in relation to the building. Alright, I don't like this, I'm not happy with this, but I still just still need to put one down just to see. So we're only going to place one until I know what's happening there. Don't like the way it sits. I can't really fine tune it. It's the placement of it, which is a bit annoying, but let's just kind of work through that. So we'll come back to that. Alright, so looking at the cows now. And manure pit is a separate thing, so if any comes in, it'll show there, and that calculates separately from what you see when you go to the animal screen. It won't show up here. Just as you see with the pigs, you don't see you obviously a straw and slurry here, but if you go up to the manure pit, it's its own thing, and you have to manually kind of come up to it and see how much is in the pit. Like when you come over here, you see you got 44,744 liters of manure in the pit. And this one has 8,310 liters. And the weird thing is, I don't know if the pit has a certain spot that it's supposed to be placed on the cow barn, because when you went to place it on, let me see something. When you went to place it for the pigs, it snapped to the building pretty easily without any issues. Let me try just seeing something just for kind of testing purposes again here. All right. You see, you also got a bunker silo as part of this pack too. So I'm wondering, like, if I had it over on this side, would it snap to the building properly over here? Nope, still won't. What about this side? Nope. That's just totally weird. So for the pigs, there's an ideal spot for it, but apparently not for the cows, huh? Certainly doesn't snap there. I would think it would have been right in this little pocket right here, but it wasn't. It won't snap there either. So, alright. Enough on that. Spent way too much time on that already as it is. Where am I? What are we doing now? I don't even know. I'm lost. We got off on a whole tangent that I didn't think we're going to get into tonight. Alright, so let's get where we're originally trying to get at the start of this whole show. Once we got past the audio stuff. Alright, checking out the boat build. Planks are good. Long planks are now good, yeah. Wood beam 2847, we need 2487, yep. Metal. We need 655. We got 1,157 floor tiles is what we need. Still need about 3,000 floor tiles. Let's go see what we got over there. But first, before we make that drive, let's take a peek so we can see what's what over there. There are no pallets. So what's going on with the floor tiles factory? No shortage of supplies, that's for sure. Alright. And just for good measure, I think we're just gonna go crazy and top off everything. Oh no, we won't do that now. Let's just keep it moving because we already got off on one tangent tonight. Alright, let's bring tractors back where. Where's my other tractor? I was like, where'd the Massey go? And we're not gonna do any logging for a little bit, I don't think. We're done with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and return the tree devourer, I think. We don't need it until we start back doing some more property management and property rearrangement. And like I talked about the last episode as well, this whole thing right here over here just got me by the cow barn. Just has me kind of bummed because this just kind of takes you out of the whole realism thing, and I can't edit this and kind of shape this up and fix this so that it looks more neat. If I was on PC, I know I could because there's other things I can do, but I'm on console and I'm locked in for whatever the limitations are with the game, with this version of the game. But I've tried to come over here with my landscaping tools and nothing. And if nothing else, if I could just raise the land back up, that would most definitely help. Alright. I mean, the land won't even do anything here. And I'd even settle for a smoothing effect or something. And that's all you can do is try to do your best with it. And that's what I'm working with. And try to see if I can put some plants down to kind of mask it. But I don't think it would. Alright. I need something taller. Trees, maybe. Cause I can't look at that, man. That's just so not cool. Alright, that helped. That's helpful. And then if we also just throw some underbrush there as well. And that might work for me. Alright, and a little painting. Alright. So that's a little better. Still weird with the brush and stuff, but it at least kind of takes your eyes away from that magic water over there. Alright. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So we gotta wait on the productions to produce. So we're not doing any more stuff today. Oh, let me go check the biogas. I think we have that set to sell automatically, right? Yeah. Metal factory's out of space, so let's go grab free up some space there. And that'll be the only. Oh shoot, forgot to unload you, didn't I? Alright, put the GMR back in the box. And let's go grab our box and trailer. my mind just went blank. I was totally spaced out what we were supposed to be doing. What are we doing? Oh, metal. Alright, so let's get the truck turned around the way it's supposed to be. Alright, open it up. Alright. And we'll start with these two containers. That should be plenty enough. Alright, so we're going to drop off metal at all of the productions that require metal. Starting with the barrel factory. Open up. Alright, no capacity for metal. Next up will be the furniture factory. And it's the same situation here. Excuse me one moment. Throat's starting to bother me a little bit here, so we're gonna have to take a pause for the cause while I get me a cough drop here so I can kind of get something going for the throat. Alright, that's a little better. So we've dropped off metal at all the production points that require metal. And then we can go and we'll just sell any of the leftover metal that we got for profit. Because we could drive around to seek the buyer with the best price, but in this situation, this is more just going to the nearest sale point just for convenience first. We're gonna go ahead, open up here, sell that. That's cool, $4,090. I'm good with that. Moving on. So that way we make some of the lease expenses back. Alrighty, and we're back. And as you can see, the metal factory is already popping in another bunch of boxes already, and I'm about to be right back maxed out. Alright, but we're good to go. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next day. So, rolling over to the farmhouse. Let's go. Sleep it off. Now we're coming back in. Now we come back in, we pay our little leasing costs and everything, and just hop back over here to the main farm. And the cycle repeats. But before we get started on that, let's go take a peek at our production change to see where we're at with everything. Alright. And long planks are supplied automatically from the sawmill, at least for the time being, until we run out of lumber. But then when all that ceases, then we'll hopefully be moving into other operations. If not, we'll have to purchase land and another piece of land in order to start our, ramp our logging operations back up and start hauling, cutting lumber and hauling it out to the sawmill. But we're good on that for now. But as you can see, we're starting to get to the point where we're digging deep into that supply long plank. So it's going to come to a point where we're going to have to start either producing it ourselves, or I'm going to have to start buying it. The prefab wall is still not at capacity, and like I say, I don't want to move or do another sale until I got everything over there at capacity. I think since we waited this long to do it, we're still gonna hold to that before we do another sale, and just continue to make our money right now off of our animals until we can get this farm thing up and going. All right. We have manure that we can take over to the biogas along with slurry, and we don't have any silage, but we have slurry and manure that we can take over to the biogas. We've already maxed out the straw. We don't own a liquid tank yet. That's probably going to be our next purchase. Let's go here to the shop real quick and let me check. I don't think the TLX22 has a liquid tank option for it. Let's see. If it does, I don't think it does. I think that's on 3500 where you have that option. Alright, 2020, 1982 special. Alright, so even the 2022 has a 3500. Okay, wait a minute. I'm confused here. Wait a minute. Let me see. Go to truck, cars. So the TLX 22 doesn't have any combinations. So I guess I'm going to have to do the 3500 when I actually go get around to buying the truck. Yeah, and just get away from the TLX system altogether because we got animals now. Yeah, because we need the versatility of having a liquid trailer and all of this other stuff. And if we go over here to the 3500, just looking, I didn't want to do that one because I used that extensively on another playthrough, and I was just trying to mix it up a little bit. Let's see what the combos are for the 82, which is like an old school pick 'em up truck from the 80s. You get a dump trailer and a flatbed with that, which can give you options of getting hauling gooseneck trailers. So there's that. And that's with the 22. That's the only thing we can do with it is I can, if I want to run with this one, just have it with the gooseneck setup, and then it could pull trailers just like the tractor. But you could even have it with no bed and just the workhorse version, open chassis. Okay, that's the workhorse. That's the open chassis version. Weekend Warrior. I don't know why Weekend Warrior is interesting. Off-road version of it. Tailgate version. Rear net version. Open chassis version. Workhorse, and then circle back and forth. But this is just a pretty truck. I just like the way it looks because like I say, I've run a bunch of stuff with this 3500, but it's just not my favorite looking truck. Now he's made some tweaks to all of his trucks. 82. This is all 82 Studios again, so definitely can come back to it. But just gonna have to hit the 3500 because of its versatility. It looks like. Because if we go here, and you can see some of the combinations that I have with the 3500 series. And it's not even showing the liquid bed because I was just looking. The Phoenix style, and a few different variations of the Phoenix. Quite a few actually. Even got a snow trucker version, and I think the different categories also have to do with the engine that's in the truck and how it sounds. 6.8. And that's why you see CAT, which D60 and different engines. I think CMS is Cummins, but I'm not a trucker, so some of your truckers out there might know those designations much better. Then the Roadrunner Plus is another one I have installed, and that's one of my favorite mod trucks going back to my farming simulator 19 days, and actually even all the way back to 17. Alright, but we're getting all sidetracked here big time. Where are we? What were we doing? Alright, we're gonna need to grab something here to get our manure moving. But since we've also rode one day, let's see if our other experiment or test has produced any results. Still no manure, so it does not look like we are getting any solid manure from the cows. I'll keep that there one more day just to be sure. Now what is this location here? Oh, milk. Oh, that's the milk point. Okay, milk pickup point. Just make sure I didn't miss anything anywhere. And what is this one here? I thought this was the milk point. So what are we doing here? If that's I'm at a loss. Do we have any signage here telling me what's what? Because they're dropping the feed off here. This is where we dump. What is this? Because there's got one here. Maybe this is for the straw, maybe? Actually don't know. No, let's check one more thing out here. 'Cause it's got the so now I gotta wonder. Because when you see no, that's the unload though, it's not the, so it's gotta be where your straw point is. So that icon is really way back deep in there. Alright, so let's go. Middle's backed up to capacity. Oh well, let's go. Chickens first. And what came first? The chicken or the egg? We know we need to go get some wheat. So let's go ahead and do that now. as we're coming up now, we're getting close to time to wrap it up tonight. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. As always, thank you for your support, your continued patience while we continue to go to it and get through it. Got off to a little bit of a rough start tonight as I did my whole intro bit, and we were on live for the first 5 minutes or so, and it was like a silent radio show. But we got it figured out. We got the audio issues figured out for the most part, and we just keep it moving. Let's see here, containers, up in containers, go to pallets, and we're looking for wheat. Bam, 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 bam. And as always, we'll do 5, 10, 15, 20. $20,000 a pop. That's one of the drawbacks to the realistic capacity of the trailers. We're maxing out at 7,000, so I'm going to have to make more trips to get this unloaded, at least with this trailer. So we're going to have to do this in pieces, bits and pieces, and I know next time I just order 10,000. Really just the 5 and just keep it at the one trip. We'll just cycle through when we need to, or either that or just buy a different trailer. Because at this point, once we don't have to use the TLX trailers. Once we're logged in it, having to haul something with a trailer. Yes, you can use any trailer that's in the game. Just that again, these products are part of some of my favorite mods, going back to Farming Simulator 19. And then from one of my favorites, if not my all-time favorite modder, and that's 82 Studios. So of course, I'm going to be partial in that regard, biased in that regard, and defer to using a lot of his mods first. Definitely slightly overdid it on this one. Not happy about having to make 3 trips. But as I was saying, it's been a good run tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and enjoyed having you aboard and just tuning in and checking me out to see what I'm doing. I did talk about on the last episode how there's finally a game out now that has pulled me away from Farming Simulator, and that's Starfield. And so my Farming Simulator 22 time is going to be less than what it used to be. I'm not doing my lives. I'm getting ready to ramp up and get a Starfield series going as well. And then I may even I've talked about before, but I'm still kind of procrastinating about it, but I just need to get on it and just do a Bose Plays series and just start putting more content up on my YouTube, because everything I do here on Twitch is posted to my YouTube channel. Just see what picks up, gains traction and views, and that's what will guide me in the decisions I make on where I want to focus my energy and efforts. But I'm Bose831 Gaming on most of the major social media platforms. Twitter, well, X is formerly Twitter, or the artist form X, or the artist formerly known as Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, so on and so forth. As always, my videos are uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety, uncut, unedited. Just how I like to roll now. But eventually I'm going to get me a capture card and go do some things a little bit different. Now, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love. Let me know what you don't. Either way, just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. It's the only way I can grow, learn, and get better. And give you, the people, what you want. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get these chickens out of the way. Alright, one more and that will lock it up. And we still got some content. This is probably be a great spot to do that old handy dandy screenshot. And I have to remember, because I got this idea in my head, but by the time I get around to doing a title page, we're going to call this one Back in Black. Add the help window. Let's take the screenshot. Oh yeah. Alright, then bring that menu back up. Alright, chickens are handled. Well, one part of the chicken, well, the chickens are handled because the chickens only take a week. Next up is our pigs, and we go straight to the pig food. And the older the pigs get, the more they'll consume when they're young. They don't consume as much. They also don't produce as much. Alright, we're going to drop off the pig food here. And we're out of pig food, so let's go take a peek at what that means. Did we fill her up? No. So we need to go buy some pig food and drop all of that off. Alright, so back to the pallet shop again, and this time we're ordering pig food pallets. And since we know we got the little capacity issue, let's be safe with just 2. Just to make sure we don't run into that. Because clearly when we're doing these pallet shipments, we're going to have to use a different type of tipper. Or a different type of trailer so that we have more capacity. If we want to move larger amounts of product. Although what you're hauling has an impact on how much you carry at one time too, because different products have different weight. Alright, you get it? Yeah, so we're going to use a different trailer because that's going to be a bit problematic when you shouldn't have to make multiple trips. And this will wrap it up for tonight, folks. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for your time. Like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? This is Bose 831 Gaming, signing off until next time. And I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good night, everyone.